Welcome to home dev stream number 8. It's our 8 home dev stream, folks. How are you feeling?
Hi, guys. I'm really excited to be here early on the next PlayStation.
This is where my non-existent PlayStation 5 is.
It, of course, brings up the question for, hey, crossplay and cross-save. I know we'd keep dodging this question. We don't have any, great, fabulous reveal or news. And I want to acknowledge that without giving you any additional hope. But
wow, Movember is on.
Just reacting to chat. This is not November. This is Movember.
Movember. Well, not speaking of, but Nihil, the finale.
Of, yeah.
Well, he's hot.
I also saw in chat a few people saying they're having download update problems when we did the great texture smash. Sometimes we might have a CDN edge near you that needs a plunger.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
That's not a plunger, I guess.
No. A plunger, yeah.
Nope. Nope.
No.
And I found this old thing back when we made. I think it was after we shipped Dark Sector. We made this little pitch pack for like what could be a trilogy that all the publishers were lining up to hear about. They were very excited about.
But we are going to be making some changes to the Steel Path. The Acolytes are returning as a mini-boss threat permanently in the Steel Path. And the way it's going to work is the Steel Essence will drop from them. We're going to be adding Steel Path dailies. So if you have your star chart in Steel Path mode, you'll be able to hop into your alerts category and see your Steel Path dailies. So these will also reward Steel Essence. We're also going to be adding a weekly store to Teshin with once per week you can pick up one of Teshin's rarest treasures. So he'll have a rotating store of rare items for you. So it's coming this month. It's coming in November on PC, Deimos Arcana, which will include these Steel Path changes. And it's going to include a bit more than that. If you can figure out the puzzle, or if you can coordinate with your teammates, this giant mouth in the underground of,
You have to find Boba Fett in there.
Oh, you can solve it and maybe get some great loot at the bottom.
I could smell that video. It reeked.
What do you notice?
You got a pretty restrained fashion.
Got him!
This is the default fashion thing. Elements. That's right. As we were doing some Warframe revisions, one of the changes coming for Chroma is that you will now be able to swap your elements mid-mission. We're going to let Spectral Scream's 100% status element chain out to enemies outside of the original range. So it has a much broader range now. It chains with, enemies in clusters, and it has a 100% status chance. You can coat enemies in elemental status effects.
Sorry, you said coat enemies in your own elemental status effect?
Is there something wrong with that, Mr. Sinclair?
It's fine.
So now we're going to take a look at Bone Widow. As you can see, her shield is ready to go. So her second ability allows you to equip the shield outright. And her fourth ability is her Exalted Melee, Kalim. So with these two in combination, you can kind of go a little crazy. One is sort of that impale style thing. You grab the enemy. But now you know that the second ability is going to allow you to wield this shield. So you can be a bit more defensive. And of course, the Exalted Melee. And the Ooh! Don't look! Don't look!
Oh.
Don't look.
We're showing the dev build. We got to show all the.
You're
all the
right.
nastiness.
I know, but
We'll rub our noses in that.
There you go. So here I just have put a little group photo, a little
Did
classroom.
you make the screen?
Of course I did. It's my little classroom photo of all my friends.
Oh my God.
Why are you
It's like a green. It's like a green screen.
They're all hanging out together, being so
They're
happy.
just hanging, you're right.
Yeah, they're hanging. Don't laugh. It was the best I could do in the hour I had. Ash, we're touching Blade Storm, getting rid of the 1, 2, 3 stack. It'll just be an auto 3, so that as you're kind of scanning the room as Ash, you can just let off your Blade Storms. Zephyr, we are touching Airburst and Tornado. Airburst is going to be receiving damage increases per target hit, so depending on how many you can cluster together. And when target's health is under a threshold, so 30%, they're going to be open for Parazon finishers. And for Tornado, we are going to have it be just a bit more sticky for holding enemies, and we're going to have 2 cast abilities for Tornado. You can either tap to make a stationary group of tornadoes, or hold to make the moving, roaming tornadoes. For Atlas, just a little tweak to Bulwark. It's going to do AoE slash damage to enemies that damage it. For Necros, Soul Punch is going to now instantly kill enemies below 25% health and turn them into an extra clone or heal existing if you're full. Nidus, which is just a teeny tiny change, but enemies held in larva, if they're killed in larva, will now have a % chance to generate a stack.
Where's the nerfs? I was expecting nerfs.
It's all mostly focused on buffing stuff. It's not nerfing stuff. We joke about nerfing, and everyone gives me shit on Twitter. And no, I don't get paid per nerf. I just saw that go by in the chat.
There you go.
It's just a bonus. It's a
No,
bonus.
It's points for every nerf.
Yeah, someone's going to clip that and think
There's
you
a
were being
distinction.
serious. We have 4 augments coming with this update as well. Surge augment. Teleporting to a reservoir costs 50% the energy and grants 10% chance to sniper rifles per meter traveled for 9 seconds with a maximum of 350%. Pop around the map as you teleport to your reservoirs. You can build that crit, and then you can just start popping heads with any sniper of your choice. We have Thrall Pact for Revenant, which is an enthrall augment. Gain plus 10% primary weapon damage for each active thrall. It's garbage! Mock Crash is a mock rush augment for Goss. Impact Shockwave leaves behind a vacuum that sucks in enemies within 8 meters. Seeking Talons augment. Tap to perform a 7-meter AoE around Garuda. So there's a tap mechanic here, or if you're on controller, also tap. Garuda's Talons gain 100% additional combo chance when hitting targets affected by a bleed status. So bust out the Seeking Talons, they bleed proc everyone around you, and then you can just go in with your Talons and get your crit going up and up. So this is the Gara Kaleida skin. What do you think of the colors, Jeff? It's your approval I seek at this point.
Yeah, you got a lot on there.
Excuse me? I think it looks amazing.
The skin looks great.
People in chat seem to like it, so I have nothing.
The skin? That's cool.
Yeah. This is a grenade launcher that's coming as well with the update. You can find yourself roaming around as you see fit with your Gravimag installed, you know, shooting out some grenades. It also has a meter on it, similar to the Mausolon. So as you build up with your kills and hits, you'll see the meter blow up, and then you can shoot a big grenade. It's huge. That was a profanity.
Is that what the meant?
Yes.
Wow.
What do you think? People can fill in the blanks. Oh, here we go. Big grenade. Big grenade is ready. Here we go. Where did the enemy go? Oh, this is going to be a bit overkill. Oh, I missed. No, I didn't. Lavos is going to not be a part of Datemus Arcana, but just be advised that well in progress. We are very excited to get Lavos ready to show everyone on a Devstream. That Devstream is not today.
People have wanted a snake frame?
Yes.
Yeah?
Snakes are...
Well,
People
then.
like them, I guess.
I like snakes.
If you had to ask yourself, what does an executive use as a weapon, Jeff, what would you say?
Briefcase.
Would it not be cool, Jeff and team, if we had Briefcase class of weapons that turned into guns?
It would be very cool.
The new weapon class is coming with the Corpus Queen pins, and it's going to be tied into this Parvos Granum and Corpus Railjack and all of that in one pretty huge update. So that'll be something we talk about down the road, but that's just to give you guys some compartmentalizing for what's coming in Warframe. So we'll
And
go
a new
back.
mastery rank to go with it.
Jeff, is the stance, the new fan stance, also releasing with
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
So we have a second stance. Oh my god. Get up.